And we're live. Okay. So it's a little bit different, this class this evening. This is a restorative practice. So we will spend most of our time lying down and moving between various postures. And then at the end, I'm going to do a Yoga Nidra. For those of you that haven't done a Yoga Nidra before, it's sometimes referred to as a yogic sleep. That's the sort of literal translation. But it's a mixture of a body awareness meditation and a guided visualization. So all you have to do is lie down and listen to the sound of my voice, and I'll guide you through the whole process. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to start with a little gentle pranayama breath work. We'll move into a little gentle asana posture work, and then we'll end with about 25 to 30 minutes Yoga Nidra. Okay, so I sent out an email saying have a blanket. That's a really good idea. So a blanket for the end of the Yoga Nidra to cover yourself with so you don't get cold. If you have something like a eye pillow, that's great too, to place over your eyes. You can also use an eye mask or just drape a scarf or something, like I've got my shawl. You can drape a shawl over your eyes. Maybe get yourself a glass of water if you don't have one. It might be nice to just rehydrate before the Nidra starts. And let's begin. Okay, so come down onto your back to start. Oh, one more thing. I mentioned in the email that if you have a space at the wall, we're going to be doing a little Viparita Karani waterfall pose, or a chair that you can put your legs up onto would be handy. You don't have to put it right by your mat now, but the couch or something will work fine. The sofa's really good. So come down onto your back. Bring your feet in towards your hips. Actually take the feet mat width apart and let your knees rest in on each other. Feel the curvature of the spine as you rest into the sacrum, that triangular bone at the base of your spine. Take your elbows out wide. Bring your fingertips onto your belly. Tuck the chin slightly, lengthening through the back of the neck, and close your eyes. Let's take 3 deep breaths in through the nose, and out through the mouth. And one more. Letting everything release and drop down. Good. And then take a moment to check in with your body. Check in with where you are this evening, how you feel in your physical body, how you feel in your emotional body, in your energetic body. Notice the quality of your breath. Is it high in the chest and short? Is it deep in the belly and expansive? Is it somewhere in between? Are you not really sure? Just notice where you are tonight. And then with compassion and kindness, meet yourself in that place. For the next 75 minutes, you're held in this container. There's nowhere to go, there's nothing to do. So you can rest and release fully into the practice. So now gently start to deepen your breathing. Slightly lengthen the inhalation and the exhalation. But let it be natural. Don't force the breath. Notice if your shoulders have started to lift up a little bit, and let them drop down. Notice if the hips are feeling tight, see if you can release them. Are you wearing a little frown? Maybe you can relax the forehead and perhaps unclench the jaw. Om. Sahana Bhavatu, Sahanau Bhonaktu, Sahaviryang Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishabhai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Good, and then from where you are, just take a deep breath in, and then on the exhalation, dip your knees over to the right. I'll join you. Good. And then inhale the knees back up to center, and exhale them, dip them over to the left. Inhale, lift to center, and exhale them to the right. Inhale, center, and exhale, left. Good. Inhale them back to center, draw them into your chest, give them a little hug, have a little rock from side to side. And then rolling onto your right side, make a pillow with your arm and take a rest for a moment. And then press down into your hands to bring yourselves up to sitting. If you've got a cushion or a rolled up blanket, you might want to sit on that for a moment. We're going to do a little pranayama, and it just helps to raise the hips slightly above the knees. So come to a Sukhasana, an easy pose, with legs crossed, or if you prefer to kneel, that's fine too. Root down into your feet. So feel for the feet on the floor, root down into your feet, root down into your sitting bones, and then lift up through the breastbone a little, let the shoulders drop away from the spine, and feel the crown of the head moving towards the ceiling. Good. Bring your hands lightly into your lap, cradle your right hand with your left, and close your eyes. So we'll start with, it's called the relaxation breath. It's a gentle counting breath. We're going to inhale for the count of 4. We're going to pause, we're going to retain the breath for the count of 7, and then exhale for 9. With a little pause at the bottom before starting the inhalation again. So let's just take a deep breath in to start. And exhale fully, through the nose if possible. Good. And then inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pause, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Pause on the empty breath and then inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Pause on the empty breath and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pause at the bottom. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold the breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then let your breath come back to its natural place. And notice for a moment how your breath feels now. Good. Let's bring our hands down by our sides, fingers on the floor. And then inhale, lift the arms up, bring the fingers to touch, and exhale, draw the hands down past your forehead to your heart center. Good. Pause for a moment here, shoulders drop away from ears, root down into your feet, tilt the pelvis forward slightly to lift up through the breastbone, lifting crown of the head out and up towards the sky. Good. And again, release the hands. Inhale, lift the arms up, fingers to touch, and exhale, draw the hands down, past the forehead to the heart. This time, take them all the way to the floor, touch your fingers on the floor, bring the hands back by your sides. Inhale, lift the arms up, and exhale, the hands back down to heart center. Good. And again, inhale the arms up. This time, keep the hands up. Clasp the fingers together, turn the palms of the hands towards the ceiling and lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, and then as you exhale, drop the shoulders, drop the arm bones into the shoulder sockets. Good. And then take a breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to side bend towards the right, but at the same time, let me take the scarf off so you can see me, but at the same time, turn your chest up towards the left side. So you're rotating your ribs up towards the ceiling. The left ribs move back as you side bend to the right. Good. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, come over to the left. Good. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, fold forward, bring the fingertips down onto the floor and lower the forehead towards the floor. It doesn't have to touch. Good. Take a deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, press into the hands, walk the hands back up to sitting, change the cross of your legs. Inhale, lift the arms up. This time take a hold of the right wrist with the left hand and then side bend over towards the left. So drawing the right arm towards you and then look up past your right arm to the ceiling. Release that left hand, take it onto the floor, walk the hand out and maybe come down onto your forearm or almost onto your forearm. Think about rolling the right ribs up towards the ceiling. Good, one more breath. And then inhale, lift the arm up. Exhale it back down. Good. Inhale, lift both arms up. Take hold of the left wrist with the right arm. Draw the left arm over you as you bring the right arm down. Look up past your left arm towards the ceiling. Breathe. And then place the right hand on the floor. Walk it out slightly so you can bend the elbow, increasing the side bend. Roll the left ribs up towards the ceiling. Good. Inhale, lift the arms up. Lift both of them up. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, fold forward. Bring the fingertips onto the floor. And think about drawing the floor towards you as you root into the feet and into the sitting bones. So helping the spine to lengthen. Tuck the chin a little so you're not looking forward, but the crown of the head is moving forward rather than the chin. Good, and then inhale here. Exhale, walk yourself back up to sitting. Let's take away our cushion or blanket and come onto all fours. So bring the wrists underneath the shoulders and the hips, knees underneath the hips. Spread the fingers. Press down into the fingers, down into the thumbs, and dome up through the palms of the hands so the arms become energized. Think about dropping the weight of the arm bones into the earth, but at the same time lifting energy up through the hands. Press the tops of the feet into the mat to gently draw the tailbone down. Crown of the head is moving forward. Good. And then let's inhale here. And exhale, press into the tops of the feet, scoop the tailbone, lower the crown of the head as you lift the belly up towards the spine and arch your back like a cat. Good. Exhale all the air. And then inhale, press into the fingertips, take the heart forward, the eyes up, the tail up. Good. Exhale, press into the tops of the feet, round the spine, lower the crown of the head, lower the tailbone. And inhale, lifting the chest forward, tailbone lifts up, eyes up. Exhale, round. Inhale, spine comes forward. Exhale, press into the tops of the feet to drop the tailbone, drop the crown of the head. Good. Inhale, heart comes forward. Eyes up, tail up, and exhale round. This time, exhale back, hips back over heels into Balasana, child's pose. Lower the forehead onto the floor. Take a couple of breaths here, get heavy in your hips. Give the weight away to the floor. Maybe rock the hips a little bit side to side. So you release. Try not to hold any tension in this posture. Let it all release into the earth. Good. And then press into the hands, look up, slide the arms forward, come onto your forearms, lift the tailbone up, sink the chest, and take the forehead onto the floor for puppy dog pose. Good. And then press into the forearms. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Let's lift up into Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And once you're here in downward dog, pedal the knees a couple of times, loosening out the backs of the legs. And then come to a stillness in the posture. Press down into the fingertips, down into the thumbs, and again, dome through the palms of the hands. Soften the elbows. The elbows aren't locked up, but softened, so that the energy can flow. Shake the head, yes, and no, loosening off the neck. Soften the backs of the knees. Lift the tailbone up towards the sky. Good. Take another breath here. And then look forward, walk the feet towards the hands, and come to Uttanasana, forward fold. So soften the knees. You can bend the knees as much as you like here. Lower the crown of the head, and then take a hold of your elbows and hang here in Uttanasana. Spread through the balls of the feet, spread the toes, maybe even lift the heels just a touch, just a millimeter, so that you're not leaning back in the posture. So your weight is forward, it's dropping down through the balls of the feet. You can feel the four corners of the feet, big toe joint, little toe joint, inner heel, outer heel, all resting into the earth. Let the crown of the head drop towards the floor, and again release the head. So shake the head yes and no. Let it relax, and then maybe have a little swing in the hips from side to side. Let the weight of your arms and your head help to release the spine, drop the spine forward. Deep breath here. This posture, Uttanasana, is a fantastic posture for depression. It's a great one to do first thing in the morning. Literally turning ourselves upside down can help to shift our perspective and set us up the rest of the day, but it's equally as good to do at night. Good. Take one more breath here. And then release the hands. Bend the knees so that you can get the hands flat onto the mat. And step back into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Good. And then come down onto your knees. This time take your knees wide. Take them about mat width apart. Bring the big toes together. Sink your hips back over your heels for Balasana, Child's Pose. Let the arms relax as you rest down through your forehead. Hips get heavy. Think about giving as much weight away to the earth as you can. Let the chest melt towards the floor. Deepen your breathing. Notice if there's any part of you that's holding or clenching, tightening. Can you take your breath to that place? As you exhale, maybe you can release whatever it is that you're gripping. Maybe it's a thought. Perhaps you can release that too. Release it into the earth. Let the earth take it, transform it, send the energy elsewhere. One more full breath here. And then press into your forearms and then into your hands. Just come up a little way. We're going to thread the right hand underneath the left and come into a twist. So thread the right arm through, come down onto the top of your arm, rest your head on the floor and then walk that left arm up overhead. Good, inhale. Exhale, bring that left hand back. Come back up. And then thread the left arm underneath the right. Lay yourself down on top of your left shoulder. Bring the left ear to the floor and walk the right hand up overhead. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring the right hand back. Press into the right hand to lift yourself up. And then we're going to walk ourselves forward. Bring the knees in again. And come all the way down onto your belly. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. Come onto your forearms. Spread the palms of your hands. Press into your forearms as you lift the spine forward, so lift the chest forward. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Engage the tops of the feet, the Sphinx pose. Good. Inhale here. And as you exhale, look over your left shoulder. Feeling the stretch from the bottom of the right toes all the way to the top of the head. Good. Inhale. Exhale back to center. Pause, take a breath in. And exhale, look over your right shoulder. Exhale back to center. Take the elbows out wide. Bring one hand on top of the other. And rest your forehead on your hands for Makrasana. Take the legs a little bit wider, so the legs about mat width apart. Let the shoulders release and drop away. This is an excellent posture for sciatica. So if you suffer from any lower back pain, Makrasana is a great one to do. And again, have a quick scan through your body. Notice if there's anywhere where you're holding, perhaps in the pelvis or the hips, shoulders. Shoulders love to lift themselves up again. And see if you can take your exhalation to that place and release. Good. And then press into your hands. Just lift the head slightly. We're going to bring up the left leg, sorry. Bring the left leg up in a right angle to hip height. So you might need to look at me. It's not the easiest to explain. So lifting the left leg up, bring it out to the side to hip height, and then resting the big toe edge of the foot on the floor. Take your head back onto your hands. This is half frog pose. If your hip doesn't want to open to bring your knee all the way up to hip height, then just take it to wherever feels comfortable for you this evening. And try to release any judgment about it. Use the breath to take your body into deeper relaxation, deeper release. With the in-breath, you can target the area, and with the out-breath, let it sink down. Just let it go. Good, one more breath in. And we'll slide that leg back to center and lift up the right leg. Change the cross of your hands. So bring the opposite hand on top this time before you place your forehead back on the floor. And notice here if there's any difference one side of the body to the other. Release any tension in your jaw. Check those shoulders again. Maybe this time it's your hips. And then inhale. And as you exhale, slide that leg back to center. Lift the head up. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders. Press into the hands. Lift all the way up and back into child's pose. And then look up. Let's come over onto our backs. Turn over onto your back. Lie back down. Bring the feet flat on the floor again. Nestle the shoulders into the earth. Take the elbows out a little wide. And then we're going to pick up the right knee, draw it into your chest, give it a hug, and then lift that right leg up towards the ceiling. Lift the heel up towards the ceiling and draw your toes down. Look up, reach behind your thigh, press the back of your thigh into your hands, and your hands into the back of your thigh, lay your head back down. Keep that tension just for a moment. And then inhale. And as you exhale, release the tension, but keep your hands where they are and gently draw that right leg towards you. If it starts to shake, that's okay. Root into your left foot so that you're anchored through your left foot, left leg. Use your exhalation to draw that right leg a little bit closer. Relax the shoulders. Good. One more breath here. And then bend that knee, give it a hug, and switch sides. So hug the left knee into the chest, and then lift up the left leg. Flex the foot so the heel lifts towards the sky, toes point towards your face. Look up, reach around your left leg. Press the back of the left thigh into the hands, hands into thigh. Lower the head and shoulders if you can. If not, I guess you'll staying up for a moment. Press the thigh against the hands, hands against the thigh. Root into your right foot for stability. And then keeping the hands where they are, release the press, but draw the left leg towards you. You might be surprised at how much movement you get. Use the inhalation to lift up into the leg, up into the heel, and the exhalation to maybe draw the leg a little bit closer. One more breath here. Good, and then bend that knee, draw the knee into the chest, give it a hug. Keep the left leg hugged in towards you and cross the left ankle over the right knee. Just gently press the left knee away as you flex the left foot. We're going to come into a little twist here, a little supine twist. So inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to take that left foot onto the floor. So rolling over into the right side. Open your arms up, shoulder height, palms facing up. Close your eyes if it feels good. I mean, if it feels good to close your eyes, not like wave your hands if you want to go faster. Good, and then we're just going to keep the right leg where it is, lift the left foot off the floor and take the left leg on top of the right. Inhale, exhale, come back to center, pick up the right knee, cross the right ankle over left thigh, gently press the right knee away, opening the hip. Inhale. Exhale, drop that right foot onto the floor, coming into a twist. Gently press the right knee away from you. Breathe. And then pick up the right foot and bring the right knee on top of the left, or as close to as is possible tonight. Bring the feet back to center, draw the knees back into the chest and have a little rock from side to side. And then roll to your right side, press into your hands to come back up to sitting. I'm going to come to our Viparita Karani now, the great restorative posture. So if you're at the wall, bring your left side, or it can be the right, but whichever, hip up against the skirting board. If you've got a chair, then bring your hip up close to the chair. And then we're going to swing the legs around. And if they're on a chair, then bend them. If they're at the wall, keep them straight. Take your tailbone, also take your buttocks as close to the skirting board or the chair as possible. And then lie yourself back down. You might need to wiggle a little bit and scoot yourself into position here. Take your elbows out wide, bring your fingertips onto your belly or your lower ribs. If you've got your legs up the wall, then flex the feet a couple of times and then let them relax. If you're at the couch or the chair, you've got your knees bent anyway. So take a moment here and a deep breath. And let yourself settle into the posture. Make sure you're warm enough, so either put your blanket on or a cardigan or something. Close your eyes, tuck your chin slightly, lengthening through the back of the neck. Give your shoulders a wiggle and then let them settle. And stay here for a few minutes. This is the restorative posture. I sometimes call it waterfall posture. You can imagine yourself kind of pouring down like a waterfall. All that energy releasing into the earth, all that stuff that no longer serves you, you don't need anymore, washing away in the waterfall. Feeling the belly rise and fall under your fingertips. Feeling the weight dropping through your pelvis into your sacrum, into the earth. Shoulders can release. Release away from the ears, but also away from the spine. Head can drop down. Brain can drop down. So with your eyes closed, take this time to go inwards. Om Purnamida Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This is perfect. That is perfect. Take perfect from perfect, and the remainder is perfect. Take a moment to feel the perfectness of yourself, the perfectness of your being. I'll take one more full breath here. And we'll gently start to move out of Viparita Karani. So draw your knees into your chest, give them a hug if you're able, and then roll yourself over towards your side. Press into your hands and bring yourselves up to sitting and come back onto your mat. Let's come to a cross-legged seat. So Sukhasana, easy pose. Bring your hands onto your knees, wiggle into your sitting bones, root down into your feet. Drop the weight down through the sitting bones, lift the crown of the head. Take a deep breath here. Let's bring the left hand onto right knee, right arm out in front, inhale. And as you exhale, sweep the right hand behind you, come onto your fingertips and into a gentle twist. Keep your chin in line with your breastbone so that you're not reaching around with your neck and the twist is coming from the core instead. As you breathe in, lift up into the spine. And as you exhale, maybe there's a little room to twist around. Good. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Change the cross of your legs. And take your right hand to the left knee. Take the left hand out in front. Inhale. Exhale, sweep that left hand behind you. Come onto your fingertips so that you don't collapse back into your hand. Press into the fingertips as you inhale up into the spine and exhale around. Again, keep the chin in line with your breastbone. Root down through the feet so your legs and feet are your anchor in the posture. When your lower body is anchored, the upper body can lift and be set free. See if you can relax the shoulders again. Another place where they like to creep up. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Take the soles of the feet together now and let the knees drop out to the side. Maybe give them a gentle beat. You don't have to ram your heels into your groin for this posture, for Baddha Konasana. So see where your feet are comfortable. If they're more comfortable further out, that's great too. And then let's take our hands either side of our hips. Come onto sort of little tent-like, teepee-like fingers. Press into your fingers so you can drop your shoulders away from your ears and bring the soles of the feet together. Knees drop out to the side. Good. Take a breath in here. And as you exhale, start to take the crown of the head forward. So the movement here is forwards rather than dropping down. You can keep your hands where they are, or if you want to bring them onto your feet and keep coming forward, then do. Tuck your chin slightly so you're not reaching forward in your neck. So chin tucked, crown of the head moves forward as the knees release to the floor. Close your eyes here, bring your awareness inwards. Take it slow. The goal of this posture is to create as much space and opening in the body as we can, opening and space in the spine. So it's not about dropping our nose to the floor as quickly as possible or ever, but more about taking your time, letting the body adjust and letting the breath help the movement. Let the breath guide your movement. So as you inhale, think about drawing into the spine, so you're taking that energy into the spine, and as you exhale, maybe there's a little more space to come forward. Good. And then if you have your hands around your feet, take your hands onto the floor in front of you. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, press into the hands and walk the hands back up to center. Okay, and it's now time for us to get ready for our Yoga Nidra. So you might want to just stretch the legs out in front of you for a moment, flex the feet a couple of times. So maybe put on some socks, an extra blanket. I'm going to move this chair out of the way and turn this bright light off. That's better. And come to Shavasana. So make a little bed for yourself if that feels good. If you want a cushion for your head, I'm happy with that. Maybe you would like to roll up an extra blanket or use a cushion to place underneath your knees. Can help, especially if you have a little tugging or pulling in the lower back. And then when you're ready, lie down. Let your feet flop out to the side. Take your arms out to the side, palms facing up. Tuck the chin a little, lengthening through the back of the neck, and take your eye pillow and bring your eye pillow or eye mask on. So make sure you are warm, make sure you are comfortable. Take any last movements that you need to release any tension in the body. And we will get ready for our Yoga Nidra practice. You might want to make sure at this point also that any phones are turned off. I should have said that before I got you to lie down. And close the doors so you won't be disturbed by children or animals. Or partners or flatmates. And once you're settled in Shavasana, take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. And again. And one more. Good. And the practice of Yoga Nidra begins. Let your body sink into the floor. Shift and move a little if you need to until you settle deeper into the ground. Settle and rest down. Be comforted that at this time, everything is okay. Nothing else matters right now. Everything is okay. Nowhere to go and nothing to do. You're here simply to feel your body and to listen. Don't worry or become agitated if you do not hear everything I say. It's natural to flow in and out of conscious hearing. The deepest part of you, your core self, is always listening. Whatever experience you have this evening, this practice will still work. There's no way to do this wrong. Simply listen without trying too hard. You are in a safe environment. You are in a protected space, a held space. Come into stillness now and remain still for deep rest, for deep nourishment. Become aware of any sounds you can hear in this moment. Nothing else, but what you can hear without strain. Begin to focus on the most distant sounds. Let your sense of hearing radiate outward, searching out these distant sounds, and follow them for a few moments. Gradually bring your attention to closer sounds, to sounds inside your building, to sounds inside the room. Without opening your eyes, visualize the four walls of your room, the ceiling, the floor, your body lying on the floor. Visualize your body lying on the floor, the position of your body, your clothes, your hair, your face. Become acutely aware of the existence of your physical body lying on the floor. Feel now your natural breath. Become aware of your natural and spontaneous breath that moves in and out of your body without any effort. The natural breath flows in through both nostrils. Notice the feeling of breath as it comes in and out of your nostrils. A sense of coolness as you inhale. Follow this feeling into your nose, your sinuses, the back of your throat, into your lungs. A sense of warmth as you exhale the breath. Feel this warmth on your upper lip as you breathe out. The natural breath flowing through. Allow your breath to become longer and slower. Take a long, easy inhalation, followed by a long, slow exhalation. Make your exhale even slower. Notice the slight pause at the end of the exhale. Slow inhale. Long, slow exhale. And pause. Feel the urge to breathe in bubble up inside of you. When you need to inhale, please do. Long, slow inhale. Long, slow exhale. Pause where the body is neither breathing in nor out. Deep inhale. As you exhale, imagine a wave passing downward through your body, carrying away tensions. As you inhale, a fresh wave flows upward through your whole body, bringing a sense of calm to every cell. Exhale, wave flowing downward through your body, carries away fears. Inhale, fresh wave upward, brings serenity. Allow your bones to become heavy. Feel your bones heavy and sinking into the earth. Release bones heavy and sinking. Go deep inside now. Deep inside to notice your heart's deepest longing. What does your heart desire? Create a sankalpa, an intention affirmation based on your heart's longing. A positive statement in the present tense, as though it's already happening. For example, I flow through life with grace and ease. I am relaxed. Come up with your own intention, Sankalpa. And once you have, state it 3 times silently, as though it is already happening. Allow your awareness to travel through your body now on a journey of sensation. Simply feel each part as I mention it, and without moving, remain still. Welcome all sensation just as it is. Begin now with the mouth. Feel your mouth. Feel sensation in your mouth. Feel your jaw, lips, upper lip, lower lip. Notice where the lips touch. Feel the inside of the mouth, roof, under tongue, upper teeth and gums, lower teeth and gums, tongue, root of the tongue, center of the tongue. Notice the taste in the mouth. Feel the left inner cheek, right inner cheek. Now feel all parts together as a whole. Feel your mouth as sensation, as energy, as radiant vibration. Feel your nose. Notice the nostrils, left nostril, right nostril, both nostrils together. Notice the breath, nasal passages. Follow nasal passages all the way back into your head. Become aware now of your ears, right ear, left ear, both ears simultaneously. Feel the wrinkles and folds of the ears, backs of the ears, ear lobes, ear canals. Follow ear canals into the inner ear. Notice your ears receiving sound, listening. Feel your ears hearing. Feel your eyes, left eye, right eye. Now both eyes together. Notice eyelids. Feel each eyelash. Notice where the eyelids touch. Become aware of the surface of the eyes, centers of the eyes, backs of the eyes. Feel your eyes now as energy, radiant, glowing embers. Bring awareness to your crown, forehead, face. Feel your whole head. Feel your neck, back of the neck, sides of the neck, throat. Notice now your right palm, thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. Feel your whole right hand alive with energy. Feel your wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, whole right shoulder. Notice the notch at the base of the throat. Notice your left palm, thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. Feel your whole left hand alive and filled with sensation. Feel your left wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, whole shoulder. Notice the notch at the base of the throat. Become aware of the upper chest, upper back, shoulder blades. Feel your heart center. Notice your abdomen, ribs at the back, solar plexus. Feel your belly, navel center, pelvis, hips. Feel your right hip, thigh, knee, lower leg, right calf, ankle, foot, toes, sole of the foot, whole left leg, right leg. Feel again the pelvis, left hip, thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, foot, toes, sole, whole left foot, whole left leg. Notice both feet. Feel your root between your sitting bones, navel center, solar plexus, heart center, throat center, mouth, third eye between the brows, crown. Feel now the back body resting on the earth. Bring awareness of your whole back body as sensation, alive with vibration. Feel now the front body filled with radiant vibration. Pour your awareness like liquid into the right side of your body. Feel the whole right side. Pour your awareness like flowing senses into the left side. Feel your left side. Feel midline. Feel your body as a whole, complete entity. Feel sensation throughout your entire body. You will now feel opposite sensations. Now imagine the whole body becoming light, as though your body could float away from the floor and toward the ceiling. The head is light and weightless. The limbs are light and weightless. Your torso is light and weightless. The whole body light and weightless. You are rising higher and higher away from the floor. Imagine your body becoming heavy. Feel the heaviness in all parts of the body. Each part is becoming heavier and heavier and heavier. The head is so heavy. The limbs are heavy. The torso is heavy. The whole body is heavy. So heavy that it is sinking down into the floor. Bones sinking. Awaken the experience of cold in the body. The experience of chilly cold. Imagine being outside in winter without enough clothing. You feel this chill permeating your entire body. Now allow the sensation of warmth to spread throughout the entire body. Remember the feeling of heat in summer when you are out in the sun with no shade. You feel the heat radiating onto your skin, heat all around the body. Recollect now the experience of anxiety, intense anxiety and worry. Feel this stress in your mind and body, but do not concentrate on its source. Create the experience of anxiety as clearly as possible. Now allow the feeling of complete calm to envelop you. Manifest the experience of calm in your entire mind, body, and emotions. You are relaxed and aware. You are relaxed and aware. You are completely calm. You are completely calm. Begin now to concentrate on the space in front of your closed eyelids. Imagine before you a transparent screen as though you were at the cinema. The screen is as high and wide as the eyes can see. Concentrate on this mind screen and become aware of any phenomena that manifests within it. Colors, patterns, and light. Whatever you see is the manifesting state of your mind. Continue your awareness of this space, but do not become involved. Practice detached awareness only. If any subtle images make themselves known, simply notice them without directing the images. If thoughts occur, let them come and go, but continue watching the dark space. Continue with this detached awareness. Imagine yourself now walking along a deserted road on a hot day. You can feel the hot dust beneath your feet, the sun beating down. Beside the road is a high wall, and in the wall, a small door. You go through that door and discover inside a garden, birds singing, beautiful flowers, cool, shady trees. You explore the garden and come to a well with butterflies dancing around the top. Look inside the well. It is very deep, a cylindrical tunnel boring into utter darkness. A spiral stairway twists around the walls. You start walking down. In the walls are polished stones, yellow and white marbles, emerald green serpentines. Look up and see the circle of light at the top of the well. From holes in the walls, you hear the sounds of small animals, squeaks and rustling sounds. Now you are completely surrounded by darkness. You feel your way along the walls. Large green eyes gaze at you and blink shut. There is the beating of wings and the hoot of an owl. You pass through a cloud of luminous insects completely transparent. You are surrounded by them, but none ever touches you. The walls are damp and mossy. There is a dim light below. You reach the bottom now, run through a tunnel and come out on a golden beach. A golden beach on the shore of an infinite ocean of peace and bliss. On the water, a large white lotus flower is rocked gently by the waves. On the flower, there is a baby lying, and that baby is you. Feel yourself as that baby, rocking gently on the waters of the infinite ocean. Continue this experience of yourself as a baby, rocking gently on the water. And experience the sound of Om over the infinite ocean. Hear the vibration of Om. It is time to repeat your Sankalpa. Please repeat your affirmation 3 times mentally now. Notice now your back body facing the earth. Feel all the places where you touch the ground. Sacrum, shoulders, back of the head. Notice the front body facing skywards. Notice all of the space surrounding you. Let your body now expand wider into the space that surrounds you. Notice your breath. Feel its rhythm and pace. We are now completing the relaxation practice. Before you begin to move, sense your fingers and imagine them moving. Now begin to wiggle your fingers, feeling every sensation as you do. Notice your toes. Begin to wiggle your toes. Gently rock your head from side to side, a slow awakening. Draw a deeper breath into your belly, into your chest. And slowly now, roll over to your right side. Pause before using your hands to bring yourself back up to sitting, bringing your head up last. Come up to sitting into a Sukhasana, easy pose. And when you arrive, bring your hands onto your heart and close your eyes. I'm going to end the practice to the sound of Om. Please feel free to join in or just listen. Take a deep breath in. Bring your hands together at your heart center and bow your head in gratitude for everything you have and everything you are. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May peace and peace and peace be everywhere. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me this evening. So if you can, I highly recommend taking yourself either straight off to bed or into a warm bath and keeping this state of flowing relaxation as much as possible. Try not to turn on your computer, especially not Facebook. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop the recording now. If anybody